Hey everyone, how are you? Tiff Marshall here. When you come in, make sure you say hey Tiff so I can say hey back to you. That applies for replay viewers as well. Be sure to like, and if you are on YouTube, please subscribe. I have made the commitment to be more consistent on YouTube. There's so much that I want to share and have to share, so I'm going to do that. So I'm so excited to talk to you all about systems because since my transition from being a social media manager, social media marketer, a lot has changed. And so I know that most of you all still know me for doing social media. You're like, well, Tiffany, why are you not doing social media anymore? Like, why? And it's like, it seems like now more people call me for social media than ever before. And I could just say, you know what, let me hurry up and just do social media again. But I'm not. And I want you to understand that it is okay. It is okay to change. And so I knew that it was time to change, but I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. And I was afraid of changing. Like, when you're doing something, you build a brand and people know you for one thing or another, you're not quite sure if you should change or how to change and how to rebrand and the processing and the thought. There's a lot going into changing. And you also, could lose clients because you would change your services or for whatever reason. So I don't do social media anymore. So when you think of Tiffany, just think of systems. So from social media to systems. And during my time in being in the social media marketing world, I realized there were some missing components in the business of female entrepreneurs, specifically consultants and coaches, right? And so we will look cute, like we would have the bomb graphics on social, right? Instagram looking fly, Instagram looking good. But when it came to other platforms or behind the scenes, rather, it wasn't looking good. So what are you saying? Graphics are on point, posting all day, every day, or not posting every day. But we know how to get the aesthetics together. We know how to, get the graphics together. We know how to get the logos. We know how to look good. Because that's the easy things to do. That's the things that come to your mind first. Oh, I need photos. I need a logo. I need graphics. I need my colors. So we're good with that. But the missing component has been systems. All right. So if you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat box. That would help me out so much. Put a 1 in the chat box if you can hear me. And let me have one person put systems in the chat box as well. Sasha system ones and systems. I think it's so important to understand that, okay? So what are systems? When you think of systems, right? And I'm doing this because this is a question that I get often. I can't say every day, but it's a question that I get often. People ask, well, Tiffany, I hear you talk about systems, but what is it? So I'm going to show you. I'm going to tell you. When you think about systems, hey, Yvette, thank you, edupreneur, teacherpreneur. So if you are a teacher, you need to start your business, you need to talk to her, okay? Like real fast in a hurry. And I think this is the prime time for educators to start a business for more reasons than one. But we're not going to go there right now. We're not going to go there right now. Hey, Iowa, thank you so much. Yes, systems. So when you think of systems, think of steps. That's it. STEPS, steps. When you think of systems, think of steps. Thank you all so much for the likes. I appreciate it. And I'm not going to be long. So hang in there with me. I'm going to give you all 4 points that I want you to walk away with. I will not be long. I can't sing, so let me stop it. Let me stop it. Yvette, I want to go there now. I want to tell the people why they got to stop sleeping on their dreams. Okay? If there is no other time for teachers to start a business, now is the time. And I was telling some people the other day, teachers, I was like, you don't even have to do it by yourself. You can go in with another colleague, match our energy together and get it going. You know what I'm saying? Get it done. And it's really easier than you think it is. People think of having a business or a nonprofit. It is work, but trust me, getting started is easier than you think it is. All right. So systems are steps. So what are the steps you take people through as they encounter you to do business with you? Your systems run when you don't. Your systems run when you don't want to run. Your systems run when it's time for you to take a break and when it's time for you to sleep. So right now, think of like spring break, graduation, summer travel. People need breaks. And the people I'm talking about is you. So your systems keep running for you. Oh, these earrings cute too. This earring I gotta go back in on this live video. Your systems keep running for you when you need to take a break. Where is Nikisha? Somebody tag Nikisha. Somebody tag Nikisha, please, because Nikisha, I call Nikisha to fix my jewelry. Can somebody tag Nikisha Freeman? Tag my sister Nikisha Freeman. Let her know that my earrings need some assistance on this live video. Thank you, Yvette. Yes, so your systems run your business operations, okay? So when you want to take a break, when you don't feel like working, after your office hours, let me tell you, people don't really sleep. You will find, if you look at your numbers, I'm sure you will find that you receive a lot of traction at night. You know how you wake up in the morning and you see that you have a lot of new notifications? You're like, I didn't see these notifications last night. That's because people are scrolling at night. People are on your website at night. So what systems do you have in place to take care of those people? So we're so used to saying, oh, go to my inbox or DM me or text me. We have to stop that, okay? Cash at me. No, I'm speaking to professionals, people who are willing to run a professional business and who are running a professional business. We don't DM people or have people DM us. You have to extend, right, the measure of how people are to contact you, because systems make sure that you are professional and that you are in order. There's so many times when we say, oh, so-and-so they have bad customer service. Girl, I can't go to her because she took too long to call me back. She took too long to email me back. So many times we drag people in their bad customer service, but it's because they don't have systems in place. And let me be honest, when I started my business, I didn't have systems. Now, I've always been a logistical person, right? So I'm always about logistics and orderliness. Like, that's just me. If you know me, things have to be organized and orderly. And if not, I kind of just separate myself from it because it just hurts my brain to be around like something's out of order. I can't do that. So I don't do email checking all day. I don't do phone calls all day. I don't do texting all day because I have pockets of time where I entertain certain things. So I have pockets of the day where I check emails, pockets of the day where I talk on the phone and so forth. So why do you need systems? Here's the first thing. So these are going to be 4 steps that you're going to need to implement when it comes to your systems. Okay, so somebody put number 4 in the chat box. There are going to be 4 things that you need, and this can apply to any business. Now, let me just say, here at Clear Resource, we specifically work with coaches and consultants, those female entrepreneurs who have a service-based business. However, if you have a business where you issue product, this will still help you. But most of my content and who I help is for service-based businesses, okay? And I want you to think you need systems because you don't need to be running your business. Ooh, that don't sound right, does it? But that's what I mean. Your business does not need you to be its secretary. Thanks, Yvette. Thanks, Ramon. Your business does not need, and you always on the West Coast. Your business does not need you to be its secretary, but that's we embed ourselves. We spend so much time and energy doing the administrative tasks of our businesses. But let me tell you, the administrative tasks of your business does not always move the bottom line. All right. So we think that we're working because, we're emailing and we're talking. But if it's not effective, you're not moving your bottom line. You're busy, but you're not busy making money. Okay. And your systems is what's going to work for you. So here are 4 things that you need for your business. The first thing is you need a lead management system. Either I feel like we having a face-to-face conversation, sis. Exactly, right? Exactly. And especially if you're working full-time, and then it doesn't even really matter. But Even, if you wake up working full time and then you come home to work your business, listen, you need things moving. You need things moving while you're at work. And listen, the higher you elevate in your business, you're going to start attracting clients who don't work full time, or they really don't work. So they need you working for them like during the day, because if you get off at 3 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock, they're wrapping up their day. They're working during the day, right? So I have clients where they're up at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and they expect me, to be working on something or emailing them back. But baby, them emails and stuff be going out, but it don't be me doing it. It's set up. So you need a lead management system, LEAD. Somebody put that in the chat box, please. Even if you're watching replay, I still expect to see your comments. LEAD. Did somebody tag Keisha yet? Keisha Freeman, come in here now. LEAD. Leads are people, okay? People who have decided to work with you, or people who are thinking about it, or people who don't know you. But how do you handle people so that they say, hey, Yvette, girl, I need you to help me with my business. I'm tired of the classroom. Or, girl, I'm a teacher. I need extra money. What can I do? How do you handle those people? How do you handle those people? What's your funnel? How do you bring them in? Do you wait for them to contact you? Do you wait for them to email you? If you're waiting for people to contact you, you are missing out on money. If you are waiting for people to contact you, you are missing out on money. Because guess what happens? People contact you in their mind. They're excited to talk to you for that moment. But how about this? They really don't. So when you have a lead management system, you can follow up with them. So there are some components that you want to get. There's some information that you want to get from those leads. You want to get their name. If you can't get their first and last name, you want to get their phone number, and you want to get their email address. So name, phone number, email address. Those are 3 very important pieces of information. And you need to get that information from them as soon as you talk to them. Because guess what? They may or may not follow through. And it's not that they're being lazy, and it's not that they're not being serious. I see some people say, oh, inbox me, serious inquiries only. Don't inbox me unless you're serious. That's not what it is. People are doing so much during the day. So when they talk to you for that split moment, it is your responsibility, right, to get their information. And that information needs to be funneled into an organized system. So lead management. Have a way that you organize all of your leads. How can you do this? Have an online booking system. That's number 2. You need to have online booking. I don't pick up my phone to call anybody on the spot unless they are a paid client, or if I have some time during my day to do that. Okay, so like I said, I do things in pockets. So somebody say, hey, Tiffany, can you call me right now? If it's not the pocket of my day in which I use my phone, the answer is no. Am I being rude? Absolutely not. I have boundaries and systems. So what do? I send those persons my booking link. Oh, if you would like to talk to me, I look forward to talking to you. So here's how we can talk. Schedule a consultation. Okay, and so you have online booking. Why? Because it's professional, and people can contact you or schedule to talk to you around the clock. That's so important. Sometimes in our businesses, what we do is we just go back and forth. Oh, can you meet tomorrow? Oh, no, I'm not available tomorrow. Can you call me? No, you can't do all that. You cannot do all that. And so basically, here's how my online scheduling looks. Right? So you need to have a system that's already set up. So the first step for most people, when they want to work with me, they have to schedule a clarity call, and it's 15 minutes only. So you see, I'm booked for the rest of the week. So someone who wants to talk to me, they have to go to the 30th. They select that time. There's one spot open. And then this takes them to the form where they will then solidify their booking. So you need to have online booking, because that means that you have a system where people can contact you anytime, not anytime, but when you are available. Okay. And so what happens when they submit this form? They automatically go into your lead management system. I have a running spreadsheet back to 2016 of people that I've talked to. Every person on there knows. Because when I first started off in business, I did not have a lead management system. I didn't know what it was. But now that I do, I don't care if you see somebody in the grocery store, in the beauty salon, I don't care where you see them. You need to say, okay, sis, what's your name? I'll call you. What's your name? What's your number? Right? I don't even pass out business cards no more. People think I'm crazy. I don't pass out business cards no more. For what? Because they just sit in people's purses or their pockets and collect dirt. Your girl ain't got time for that. So I send them to my site, and if they're serious, they'll complete the form. Now, let me tell you this. If people don't follow your systems, if they don't follow the basics of your business, you don't want them as a client. So here's what I'm saying. If someone say, oh, Tiffany, I ain't got time to be going to your website to book no consultation. If you can't do this little bit that takes you 3 minutes, then I don't want you as a client. And the same should apply to you. If people will not follow your professional systems by booking a call with you or whatever it is, a scheduled consultation, that might be a red flag that person is a difficult client. You don't want to work with them, all right? So number 1 is lead management. 2 is online booking. You need to have an online booking system, and everybody who talks to you, even if they're not ready to purchase at this moment, because people love to get price quotes or whatever, it doesn't matter. They need to schedule a time to talk to you, and then you follow through, because once they complete this form, they're going to automatically go on your list. So let's just say if you look at your data, you look at your numbers, and you know that during the summer, your sales might drop, or during the winter, your sales might drop. This is the perfect time for you to go back to your leads list. You go back to your list of leads to say, hey, let me follow up with Ramon. He hasn't called me back. Let me follow up with Yvette. She hasn't called me back. So do you see what I'm saying? All right. When you let people walk away, you're losing money. You're losing money. People book, and I will show y'all screenshots. I'll post some screenshots in my stories on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, please do it. I am Tiff Marshall. People book 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Your girl is asleep. But that's why we have systems in place. Number 3 is consultation. You have to have a format of how you're going to host your consultations. Again, I'm talking to coaches, consultants, those who are service-based people. These are the steps in which you're going to bring people through your process. Think of your systems as this. Yvette has a facility, okay? She has her own building, and God has blessed her with 3 interns and 2 full-time employees, and now she has employee training. Yvette has to train her employees tomorrow. She should not have to scrounge around trying to figure out, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Your systems tells everybody what to do. So if you had an intern come in tomorrow, you should not be, all over the place. You should know, okay, here's what we do, because these are our systems. Step 1, step 2, step 3, right? So think of it that way. Your business is not just you as a person. It's a company. It's a company. And we're used to, and because we've had to, right? Many of us are solopreneurs or parallelpreneurs. So it's us doing everything, but systems alleviate some of that from you. So number 3 is your consultation. How are you going to, line up your consultations? And I'm going to drop a freebie this week. So make sure you're my VIP mailing list. I'm going to show you how to host your consultations so that you can close more clients, all right? Because you don't want to just be having consultations and then they just drop on dry ground. You want to close them. So these are your systems. 1, you need to have a lead management system. 2, you need to have online booking. And 3, you need to have your consultations right away and know how to have them, how to lay it out, how to ask for the sale. And that's so important. This is just a side note. When you have your consultations, ask for the sale. So here's what I have. Here's what it costs, right? I might do a whole live on how to have your consultations, right? But basically, we just talk about systems. And then 4th is onboarding. So they've signed up on your lead system, right? They booked the consultation with you. You've hosted your consultation, and now it's time to onboard them. Here's what happens. Number 4 is onboarding. On board, like all aboard. People pay us, we rejoice, and then we think it's over. Like, woo, I ain't had a client in 2 months. I got one now. Like, rejoice for a few minutes. And then guess what? It's time to get to work. Rejoice for a few minutes, but then it's time to get to work. So you have to onboard people in a certain way. Onboarding is you welcoming the client into your business. You are showing them the way. So our onboarding is showing them the clear way. Here's how we roll at Clear Resource. We are available during these hours. We are available during email. Email is our primary way of contact. You do not call my phone. I do not call your phone outside of business hours. If you are a VIP client, here are your perks, right? You have to welcome them in to your company, because what happens is, especially if it's a high ticketed item, so somebody just dropped $2,000, right, on your service. You're celebrating, but that client is possibly feeling a little unease, like, oh my gosh, like, did I really just pay for this? So anybody ever experienced buyer's remorse? I know I'm not the only one. Like, let me tell you what I do. Don't tell nobody, but I'm gonna tell y'all. I will go to a store. I will put the bag in my trunk. And if I forget about it, I take it right back to the store. Hey, Miss Gladys. Miss Gladys, how I'm looking. She does my hair, y'all, to make sure. So I stopped bringing bags in my house. I was like, you know what? Let me just keep it in the car. And if I forget about it, I didn't need it anyway. Your clients experience the same thing. They experience the same thing. So when they pay you, it's great to follow up. You want to say, hey, Gladys, thank you so much for choosing Clear Resource. We look forward to working with you. Hey, Gladys, just a reminder, here's what we're going to do for you. Like, I have a whole onboarding meeting, because once people pay you, sometimes people pay you and they're not really sure what they're getting. So when you follow up with them and have a meeting and you resend the contract or whatever it is, you can say, remember, here's what we're doing for you. That puts them at ease. Because when somebody really wants something done, they're just going to pay you. And sometimes they forget. Think about the last time you bought something that you had to sign a contract for. Let's say your cell phone. When you purchased your cell phone, did you really read that contract? You know how we go to the store and we buy stuff and we really don't read it? The same thing happens with your clients. So you want to put them at ease when they come to work with you and they pay you, so you onboard them. So you send a welcome letter. You let them know when they can contact you. How can they contact you, right? And let me just tell you, side note, only work within your business hours. If you're done working at 5, don't you email, text, or call at 6:30. Don't email at 11. Right? And even if you're working, your clients don't need to know that you're working. I posted on my Instagram today, and I post a link in the chat box, but I posted a link on how you can schedule email. So even if you're up work, like I'm a night owl, right? But I go to bed a little early at night because I learned that night is for sleeping. But I still schedule email. So my clients may think that I'm up early. No, that email was scheduled. Okay. So those are your 4 steps. You need to have a lead management system, track everybody. Like I said, I don't care where you see them. Make sure you get their name, their number, phone number. You don't have to spend a lot of money on business cards. Like, when was the last time a business card got you a client? You don't need to spend money on business cards. Use your cell phone. There's also an app called Inigo. I haven't used it in a while, but it's called Inigo. And it's like a digital business card. But whatever you do, make sure that you get their information. Make sure that you have online booking that's seamless and easy. Don't ask too many questions, okay? Don't interview people right away. That's just too much. Don't interview people right away. Think about when you set up for a Facebook account. When I was in college, I think I was a sophomore in college when I first got on Facebook. create an account, you have to type in all this information. Now on Facebook, creating an account is easy because if you ask all them questions at the beginning, they're not gonna do it. Okay, so have your online booking available. You need to have online booking. Like it's important. Have your consultation, and listen, if they don't want to do the consultation, you don't want them as a client because they already show that they're being difficult and they don't want to go through the process. Like at Clear Resource, we do graphic design and branding, but if people want a logo in one day, we don't do that. That's not our forte over here. Okay, and then onboarding is important. Onboarding is the way that you welcome them. Now I'm going to go into each step. So join me for the next 2 days. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I apologize. Join me for the next 2 days at 8:30 right here. Keisha's here. Can somebody tell why I needed Keisha? Oh, here's my hand sanitizer. Keisha, I need you for my earring, girl. You're experiencing what consultations mean. What consultation thing are you experiencing? Yeah, I'm going to go through how to have consultations. I'm going to go through how to have them. And consultations are also important because you want to sift through who you really want to work with. It's important to vet your potential clients. You are not in business to serve everybody. So Ms. Gladys, my hairstylist, has a particular clientele. And we're all particular in our own way. So she knows how to schedule us. She knows who to even let rent a chair in her shop because she has a particular clientele. Okay, so you want to vet who you want to work with because every client is not for you, and you're not for every potential client either. Like I could tell within 5 minutes of talking to somebody if they're a potential client that Clear Resource can help. So the 4 tips: you need to have a lead management system in place, online booking, consultations need to be scheduled with the booking, and have an onboarding system. I'm going to go into each part, but these are the 4 steps. If you have any questions, drop them below. Yes, everybody's not your client. And you have to stand strong on that. You have to be unapologetic about that. One thing that helped me grow in business and to be transparent is I dropped my low services. Like services that did not have a high price tag, I dropped them. I dropped those services. 1, because they required way more than I was paying. And 2, I didn't do them with as much passion because I knew that I was putting in all this work for like a little change. And if this client decides not to work with me anymore, it won't hurt me. I can't do that. And then you'll find yourself just working with all these little minor tags that are not really even paying you. There are some that don't want to pay a consultation fee for the luxury bling bouquet, and that happens, right? So you're just, like this is like not a new venture for you, but it's new to people, like a luxury bling bouquet, So you're working your way to find the people who are going to invest in that. And it takes a little, time to find the people, but just keep posting, post the results, post the brides when they see your bouquets, and you will find those people. Yes, Yvette, everybody is not your client. You have to be okay with that. I am in an entrepreneurship class, and the facilitator talks about having a character resume. I can't go into everything that she teaches because her information is trademarked, and I'm not, approved to share it. But think of your job resume. If your client had a resume, what information would be on that resume? You have to be crystal clear in that. So we do branding here at Clear Resource as well. We do systems, we do branding, and we do brand photography. So we do everything together. All 3 of us, myself, Lucretia, and Winter, we work with our clients together because what I was finding was I would send my clients out to get photos and they would come back and it wasn't on brand. So I do the systems. Lucretia does the brand. All the cute stuff, the website, the logo, lead page. She does all the landing page. She does all that. Then once that's together, we all meet, and then Winter does the photography. So our clients leave us all ready. They be ready. They be ready to go. Go. But be crystal clear on who your client is. What does she say? What does she want? What does she need? Where does she work? What does she value? What are her main problems? Like, those are the things that you have to work on. And that's all branding. And it takes some thought and time. So this is what I want to leave you all with. I hope this helps. If you have any questions about systems, let me know. Let me know. And remember, you're selling the solution. We always teach this in our branding. You're selling the solution, not your service. Okay? So Yvette is a teacherpreneur. She may have a service called the Ultimate Teacherpreneur Package. Nobody knows what that is. I might know because my background is education, right? I'm a teacher, so I might know, but somebody else may not know. Or even a teacher who's not an entrepreneur or business owner yet, they might be like, well, what is that? You sell the solution. What is the outcome of your service? What does it do? How does the person feel? How does it change your life? How does it improve their life? So you sell the outcome, not the service. Does that make sense? So you talk about how this is the marketing side of me, y'all. You talk about how the person feels, how the person's life changes, how the person's problem is solved, not necessarily the actual name of the product or the name of the service. Does that make sense? So Nikisha, you're going to talk about how your bride feels like she's one of a kind when she walks down the aisle. You're going to talk about how everyone breaks their neck to see her bouquet. You're going to talk about how she has one piece, she has one artifact that will never dry up, because flowers die, luxury being bouquets don't. You know what I'm saying? You sell the impact. You sell the solution. Ms. Gladys, people leave your salon with healthy hair and confidence. You know, so I hope this helps. Join me back here again tomorrow at 8:30. I also want you to head over to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Ms. Gladys, you will talk about healthy hair and why it's important to have healthy hair, why it's important to take care of your hair in the humidity down here in Florida, right? How do you take care of your hair? Why do you need to have a beautician in your life? Talk about the confidence. Do y'all know how many people struggle with self-esteem? Do you know how many people don't love themselves? Do you know how many people are stressed out? You have to speak to their emotions. You have to speak to their pain. You have to speak to their problem. It's a whole lot of people hiding under wigs that don't want to be there. Yvette, you already know. You already know. It's a whole bunch of people going to schools at night or during the day. They don't want to be there. They don't want to be there. So you are their solution. You have to speak to that. So even if you don't even talk about your products, people not gonna come to you and be like, oh girl, I need that. I need that package number C. They're not gonna come to you and say, oh, I need package A, B, and C. They're gonna come to you and talk about their problem. They're gonna come and talk to you what they need help with, or they're going to explain their situation or their issue, and then you tell them what they need. That's another thing that I used to always teach. People don't know what they need. People don't know what they need. You got to tell them what they need. All right, I'm going to go. Y'all like this? Share this out. Meet me back here again tomorrow at 8:30. Thanks, y'all.